Yeah.
So that's what.
Every night, day for next week, that's about. Sitting there,
Oh, yeah.
next week, this week.
Start the meeting.
We have one.
Welcome to the Criminal Justice Public Safety Emergency Services Committee meeting.
Water.
We start by approval of the minutes from the last meeting. Dave, Singer, Conover. All in favor?
Aye.
Privilege of the floor and public comment. Anyone from the audience? Please state your name and
I'm Dr. Kyra Herring. Some people may know me, some may not know me.
microphone just so
Do
this
it,
is recorded.
okay.
Yeah.
I did put together some.
Sure.
Well,
Amanda, can we pass out handouts?
this is for everybody to take to kind of review the summary of the thoughts that I'm bringing to today, because I'm not going to be able to get to all the details of it.
Normally, when we have things that are presented, they have to be posted in advance of the meeting. Since they weren't posted, you can leave them here.
Okay, well, anybody who would like them. My name is Dr. Kyra Herring. I'm a veterinarian. I've been practicing in Warren County for a number of years. And my role has been private practice owner, as well as working alongside law enforcement and investigators to help prosecute animal abuse cases. Right now, we have a crisis that's just like mind-blowing throughout New York State. Throughout the country, essentially, and it is no different in Warren County. I am seeing cases that are hitting me personally almost on the daily now. I've become kind of the point person for this recommendation that both Warren and Washington County are desperately in need of a municipal animal shelter. This isn't inventing the wheel, it's out there. The ideal development would be a Warren, Washington bi-county municipal shelter. This would be modeled after the Mohawk Hudson Humane Society, which permits many municipalities to come together and have very systematic infrastructure, public safety, infrastructure, animal welfare. There is an attorney in Vermont currently. Her name is Lisa Milo. She is putting together, well, let me first state, she is a newly appointed director of animal welfare within public safety. This is a new position that they have provided her. And in so doing, what her goal is to make it so that she is helping to strengthen the manner in which abuse cases are handled, the rapidity with which they are able to be handled, ensuring that warrants are able to be swiftly put forth, so that animals can be seized, they can be rehomed. And very much upon this is the development of a functional animal municipal shelter. Currently, no such thing exists. The three cases which I'm going to bring forth today will highlight the exact concern that we have in this Warren County. There is no functional municipal shelter. The county contracted SPCA of upstate New York turned away the three cases, which I will swiftly speak about. These three cases ended up at my office. All were recommended by the SPCA of upstate New York to be euthanized. No ability to handle them for factors of the swift or the sole reason they're not loose on the street. They were in some manner owned. The first one is a dog named Khaleesi. She's a 5-year-old German Shepherd. Her owner was being incarcerated. He reached out, did his due diligence, reached out to the Warren County contracted Glens Falls Dog Control. They said, this does not fall upon our role. We recommend you euthanize the dog. He reached out to the SPCA of Upstate New York, contracted by Warren County. This is not anything we will handle. We recommend euthanasia. That man could have turned around, unclipped the dog, set her free, tied her into a field or on a guardrail and let her die. She could have roamed free, bitten residents, bitten animals that are in the community. She could have gotten pregnant. She wasn't spayed, wasn't vaccinated. She was a public health and safety issue. Thankfully, the dog ended up with me. The second case I'm going to speak to you about is a beautiful puppy named Luna. This dog was owned by a person jumping hotel to hotel, basically a homeless person, which is a massive issue in the community. And this brings forth a massive concern of what do we do with people that have animals that are homeless. There is no solution in Warren or Washington County. So they stay with their animals, living in cars or living on the streets. This particular woman who owned this dog was assaulted. She contacted Warren County sheriffs. She took the time on 3 separate occasions calling Warren County sheriffs to the first time get out of the abuser's home. She was driven by Warren County sheriff for the only safe place they could put her at that time at 1 o'clock in the morning in front of Cumberland Farms in Glens Falls. That is shameful. We need to do better. We needed to do better for her. We needed to do better for that dog. 14 hours later, that dog was hit by a car in front of the Cumberland Farms. That could have caused a motor vehicle accident. Somebody could have been killed. When that dog was being transported while she was injured, she could have bitten somebody. That could have been a county resident or a sheriff. Now that's a safety issue. If she bit a sheriff and bit his gun hand, he'd be out of a job. We would have a lawsuit in the county or the state for that matter. The next case I'm going to speak to you about is a beautiful dog named Navi. Oh, I'm so sorry. I mixed the cases up. That was Navi. Luna. Luna's owner was also a homeless person. And this dog needed to find a home immediately because the owner said the hotel that she was living in would no longer allow her to keep the dog. Similarly, trying to find a solution, she reached out to the SPCA of Upstate New York. We will not help you. The dog ended up, this puppy ended up with me. All 3 of these animals have the same thing in common. There's no solution within the county. The contracted, paid for by taxpayers solution is the SPCA of Upstate New York. They didn't do their function. I am told by Mr. Taflin that Warren County has all of the animal issues handled. Absolutely does not have it handled. These 3 are being handled by me at my expense. So we are wasting funding. We're wasting sheriff time. Deputies could be doing other things. You should not be having multiple calls on these cases. If we had a by-county municipal animal shelter, it would be meeting the needs of not only the animals, but also the needs of the law enforcement agents to do their jobs in an effective manner. Warrants can actually be handed out swiftly. DAs can prosecute more effectively. We would be seeing proper housing for animals and the betterment for animals in the community as well as the residents in the community. I think that this has gone on far too long. This is something that anybody who is doing a role in the community, such as law enforcement, veterinarians, what we all have in common is that we are looking to improve the lives of animals and improve the lives of the residents. Right now, as Sergeant Norton from State Police had advised me, their hands are handcuffed. They're frustrated. I'm now speaking with Sheriff LaFar, Sheriff Murphy, and Sergeant Norton. All of them equally frustrated that there is no solution for them. The one solution that's needed is a very thought out model that is successful and that has a budgetary manner in which it would be actually more efficient. The taxpayers' funds would be going to a more important the resource, let me rephrase that. Resources would be allocated in a much better manner. And this is an affordable model. The templates out there, I'd be happy to talk, regarding the budget that would be, basically costing a household on a one-time for the building, about $40 at one time. For all of the residents between Warren and Washington County. I don't think that any household would be against that. This would be a sustainable, state-funded solution. Any questions?
No.
Great idea.
Any questions?
Go ahead, Ben.
Second, Jim. Excuse me. Have you or do you expect to have the same conversation or presentation with Washington County also?
I have.
Oh, you have?
I
Okay.
did last month.
Okay,
Yes.
thanks.
I'm working with Libby Post from Animal Protective Federation. She is going to be having me have a conversation with the highest up, Jean LeBay, who will be working from a state level. I believe that this has to come from the state down. I'm having at this point no cooperation from the town board supervisors, and it's been very frustrating. I've asked to have the 28 town supervisors come together to have a collaborative conversation about this project. And I think that that would be a starting point. We need to have at least one town supervisor from each county come on board and work alongside us to have this discussion. It's very smart.
All right. Anyone else?
Okay, nobody's allowed to talk. All right. Well, I thank you for your time. I really do. This is all new to me.
Right.
I'm not a politician. I just do my role, in the vet office. But I'm now, spearheading this. It's very important to me, and I look forward to working with the sheriffs and the sergeant and all the other people who have been so open-minded to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You too. Okay. Move on, action agenda, new business, one request, a request to amend the county budget. To add Division of Criminal Justice Services aid to Defense for Discovery Grant to the county budget. I guess you're gonna explain the second one as well, right?
Yes, sir.
We might as well do these two together.
Sure.
And
So-
to amend the budget, the same thing is to Division of Criminal Justice Aid Defense, supplement grant to county budget. Should be money. All right,
Thank you, Supervisor. So for those who don't know me, I'm Brian Platts, County Assigned Council Coordinator.
These two requests relate to two different grants we've received from the Division of Criminal Justice Services. We've received these the last 2 years. So this is just asking that we take those funds. We've actually already received those funds and putting them in the assigned council budget so that we can allocate those funds, using those funds to sort of defray the costs of assigned council services to Warren County residents.
Okay.
Move.
Go.
Yep.
Move forward by.
Yep, thanks.
Second, Mr. Conover. Any discussion? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
And on
The next two items are sort of also similarly coupled in that they relate to executing contracts with two different outside agencies to utilize spending grant funding. We've received distribution 14. It's one of the distributions we received from the New York State Indigent Legal Services. We already have contracts with these two agencies for some of the services they provide, but they relate to a different source of funding. So we needed new contracts with respect to this source of funding. So as I indicated, we received distribution 14, and these funds from ILS were specifically allocated to these two agencies. So we just need a contract with these two agencies to provide those services.
Okay, we want to move these together, or they're both, you explained both of them, right? So
Yes,
yeah.
so and I can talk about them separately in terms of the Legal Aid Society of Northeastern New York. They are a conflict family services defender. So we have the Warren County Public Defender's Office. They're the primary representatives for people who need family court representation. However, every family court case has two sides. So commonly both sides need an attorney. The large majority of them have assigned attorneys as opposed to retained attorneys. So we contract with the Legal Aid Society to be the conflict defender for family court cases. So we already provide them some funding through another grant we receive under the Harrell Herring settlement, but this is providing them additional funding that ILS has specifically earmarked to them for that conflict family court representation. With respect to the Rural Law Center, they provide our primary appellate representation. Again, directly the earmarked funds from ILS that go directly to Rural Law Center. We just need a contract with Rural Law Center with respect to them performing those services and receiving those grant funding.
Want to move them together? So,
You find what I mean?
okay. Mr. String. Ms. O'Neill, did you take a second? I'll second, absolutely. Okay, any questions, comments? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you,
Great, thank you very much.
thank you. Now we'll move on to the sheriff agenda. This was discussed the other day, right? We did discuss this the other day briefly, and so request is a home rule request to act Senate Bill number S 8588, Assembly Bill number A 9334-A, titled an act transferring certain state property located in the town of Queensbury to the county of Warren.
Yes, this request came before committee and was headed to the full board. Nothing has changed with our request. We still want to acquire this property. There was discussion between the county attorney's office and the senator's office as far as the language contained within the bills, and some minor revisions were necessary. So we're just returning it now with those revisions made.
Okay. Discussion on it? Questions?
I'll make the motion.
Motions? Second? Ms. O'Neill? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other discussion or comments? Anyone from the public? Need a motion to adjourn? Anyone